Καλησπέρα κυρίες και κύριοι. Σας ευχαριστούμε πολύ που είστε μαζί μας. Σήμερα θα μιλήσουμε για την αγορά τροφίμων και ποτών της Ιαπωνίας. Ιδιαίτερα μάλιστα μετά από τη νέα εποχή που ξεκινάει για τις ελληνικές εξαγωγές και τις ευρωπαϊκές εξαγωγές τροφίμων στην Ιαπωνία μετά την υπογραφή της συμφωνίας της Ευρωπαϊκής Ένωσης με τη χώρα και σιγά σιγά την απαλλαγή όλων των εισαγωγικών δασμών. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ την εξοχότητά του, τον Πρέσβη της Ιαπωνίας στην Ελλάδα, τον κύριο Shimizu, για την τιμή που μας κάνει σήμερα να απευθύνει ένα σύντομο χαιρετισμό και όλους τους επίτιμους καλεσμένους και ομιλητές που αποδέχτηκαν την πρόσκληση του Συνδέσμου Εξαγωγέων να μας παρουσιάσουν την εμπειρία τους και χρήσιμες πληροφορίες για αυτή την τόσο ενδιαφέρουσα αγορά. Your Excellency, παρακαλώ τον Πρέσβη της Ιαπωνίας να λάβει το λόγο. Ευχαριστώ.
Κυρίες και κύριοι, καλησπέρα σας. Ονομάζομαι Yasuhiro Shimizu, είμαι ο Πρέσβης της Ιαπωνίας στην Ελλάδα. Είναι μεγάλη μου τιμή να βρίσκομαι εδώ. Actually, this is the end of my Greek part. I will switch to the English. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this seminar. And as I said, my name is Yasuhiro Shimizu, and I'm Japanese ambassador to Greece. And I have come here October 2016, 17, and since then I have been very actively visiting many places and many companies, including Greek one, and I saw many possibility of business chances between Greece and Japan. Actually, the last 2 weeks I was in Japan since once a year the Japanese Foreign Ministry hosted the conference for the Japanese ambassadors stationed in Europe. So last 2 weeks, 1 week, 4 days, we intensively discussed the relationship between Japan and Europe. And the main issue of that discussion was of course, how Japan and Europe can cooperate in the future. And especially recently, the situation is very, very drastically changed. For example, the Trump administration is now a kind of free trade. They are using the tariff as a tool to negotiate, especially with China, but also other countries, including Japan. And this kind of under this kind of situation, it is very important for Europe and Japan come together to promote free trade and free economy. And in connection of this, we have recently achieved a very significant agreement. That is the Japan-EU Economic Partnership Agreement. We have also agreed upon the Japan-EU Special Partnership Agreement. So these two agreements unite us, Japan and Europe, very strongly. Actually, the Economic Partnership Agreement, which covers the 30% of GDP of the world and also 40% of the world trade. So Japan, EU, EPA, that agreement became the biggest trade agreement in the world. And already, from 1st of February, this agreement was effective. So under this agreement, we trade between Japan and EU, including Greece, will be boosted. Especially this agreement is very benefit to the Greece as well. First, I would like to point out the geographical identification is protected. During the course of negotiation, Greek government insisted that the feta, the name of feta should be protected in Japan. Actually, in Japanese market, many feta cheese has been sold. Well, of course, from Greece, but also some other countries, Denmark, Canada, Australia. They are sold under the name of feta, but they are not real feta, of course. But under this EPA, under this agreement, this geographical indication is protected. So after that, no other country can sell the cheese under the name of feta except Greece. So this is a very important step. And the other important step is the wine. I came here, from the time I came here, I was so amazed that the quality of Greek wine is very, very good. So now, under this agreement, the tariff will be zero. So the Greek wine will be much more easily sold in Japan. And of course, olive oil and other food product is many Japanese importers are interested. So I think under this agreement, trade between Japan and Greece, especially in the area of food and wine and olive oil and other materials, will be boosted. I would like to point out another thing. This year, 2019, it's the 120th anniversary of diplomatic relationship between Greece and Japan. 1899, the first diplomatic treaty was signed between two countries, and since then 120 years has passed. So we have enjoyed a very long friendship relationship. And during this relationship, we keep very good relations, and especially in the field of maritime business. Since Greece is the biggest ship owner country, and Japan is the second. So we cooperate in this area very closely. But it expanded to other areas as well. So we are hoping many things will happen. Japanese embassy is now promoting many events to promote the 120 years anniversary. And the first one was the Buddha statue photo exhibition. In Japan, in 7th century, many Buddha statues was created. But these Buddha statues were under strong influence of the Hellenism. So the first event to celebrate our relationship, we planned the Buddha statue exhibition. That was very, very successful. And after that, we have cinema, Japanese film festival, and that was also successful. And now the toy exhibition was held. Toy exhibition is being held at the Benaki Toy Museum in Piraeus. That exhibition is until June, so you can visit to see Japanese traditional dolls and toys. And also last week we began the print exhibition. Japanese print, wood-cut print, woodblock print is very famous. We have a tradition of the ukiyo-e, it's very famous, and under the Piraeus Municipality Gallery, now the Japanese woodblock print is exhibited. So if you have a time, please visit them. And we have many other events we are now planning to have this year. For example, some of Japanese art craft exhibition will be held, and that is in exchange of museum exhibition. We hope very good statue of the archaeological museum will be displayed in Tokyo next year celebrating our Tokyo Olympic game. And our last and biggest event this year will be the Japan Week. That is the in Megalomuzikis. We are now planning to have the exhibition of the performing art and other art. Actually, more than 1,000 Japanese performers are visiting Athens this November. And for 1 week, we will have a very big event. So please visit that place as well. So we have many events to celebrate our relationship. So this kind of cultural event will help the business relationship and the political relationship as well. So we can utilize this kind of opportunity to promote Japanese product or Greek product in Japan as well. And also 2020, next year, we will host Tokyo Olympic game in Japan. And that is another good occasion for Japan and Greece to cooperate. So we have lots of events. So as ambassador of Japan here, I would like to promote this kind of event to enhance the two nations' relationship. And today we have a food expo here, and we have 6 Japanese importers here, and I think after my presentation they will make some presentation. And I think this kind of food exhibition provides them a very good opportunity to look into the Greek food industry. And the Greek people can contact them to promote their product. Japan is a huge market. Japanese population is about 130 million. And only in Tokyo area, there are 30 million people living around Tokyo. It's 3 times more than Greece. So this is a big opportunity for the Greek producers to contact Japanese importers. So please utilize this opportunity to promote your business. And lastly, I would like to thank to CV, Greek Exporters Association, to organize this kind of event. Thank you very much indeed.